Day 10 of training camp. Let's talk about it. Starting off right away, I do want to go ahead and preface this by saying yesterday's injury slot, obviously we lost Cam Sample for the year. Does that completely take away our chance to win a Super Bowl? No. Does that destroy our defense? No. I think a lot of people don't realize how important Cam Sample is for rotation purposes. He's not 100% a starter, but he definitely gets a lot of snaps. He got 376 snaps last year, which as a rotational guy is very, very important. So it's one of those situations where it's like losing Cam Sample for the year, it's not going to destroy our defense and it's not going to destroy our chances to win. But you need to have that depth rotational piece. You need to. Especially, again, depending on how Joseph Asai does, bearing any injury, knock on wood, and how Myles Murphy does. Again, if he can blossom, then it's not that big of a deal. But you need to have that rotational guy. And Cam Sample is a very key piece to that. Obviously, McKinley Jackson going down with injury. Again, it does suck. It is what it is at the end of the day. It looks like he should be okay. Was caught off the field after limping off the field. We'll have to wait and see more update on him, but he should be okay as well. Mike Gesicki, tightness day to day, that's typical. But again, like I said, we have to keep an eye on all these injuries. 5 observations from day 10 of training camp. Shout out to Dan, as always, for posting these. But let's get right into it. Joseph Asai had a great day, even recording a rare training camp safety on a run. The only reason I was able to make the play is my guys got the interior push, said Joseph Asai. We've got some good dudes in the middle of the line. And yeah, he was having a fantastic day yesterday. It's actually just weird timing that, we lose Cam Sample for the year. And Cam Sample's backup is the guy who's actually playing really good in training camp. Now, keep in mind, Joseph Asai is on a contract year, so he is more amped than ever to try to have a great, fantastic year. Because if he goes out there this year and has a record-setting year, it's very possible that he's going to hit free agency next year and get a big payday from somebody. So he has every reason possible to go out there and really do the best of any linebacker out there because he wants to get another contract. If let's say he is mediocre or okay or nothing special, I think we're going to sign him no matter what. We'll probably give him a 1-year deal, maybe 2-year deal. I'm not expecting us to lose him. But again, you got to keep in mind, there's always a chance. And if Myles Murphy does really good, another guy we pick up does really good, you could always lose your job. Nothing's guaranteed in the NFL. Trent Brown did O-line drills for the first time and says he's ready for the action quickly. Thanks to 9 years of NFL experience, I've gotten a lot of reps under my belt, so we'll be fine as long as I get my terminology down. It will be like riding a horse or riding a bike. Here's the thing I'll say about Trent Brown, right? I'm not worried about Trent Brown practicing. I'm not worried about him learning our offense. I think once he, gets a couple practices, he's going to be elite. He's going to be amazing. He's always been amazing. Problem with Trent Brown has always been injury. And I think that's really where it comes down to. It's not about if he's going to learn. I think he can learn. It's not that he can't play. He can play 100%. It comes down to him not getting injured, being healthy, and being able to play a whole entire season. That's what it comes down with Trent Brown. Which, if he can do all those things, stay healthy, be okay, everything's fine, we got ourselves a top 5 not top 5. Top 10 right tackle in the league, if he can stay healthy. So that's kind of the whole situation with Trent Brown. It's more or less just him going against his own body, right? Everything else I think he'll be fine at. Blocking, run blocking, pass blocking, leadership, team, all together, working together. This will all be fine. It's injury that's been his problem. That's pretty much that. Chase Brown looks so much improved as a route runner coming off the backfield, and Zach Taylor says he's having a strong camp. Consistency is my favorite training camp word. Chase has been very consistent, and that's what we're counting on from him. And this, again, what Zach has been preaching pretty much a lot since he's been here since 2019, is that consistency is more important than anything. It's not important to have a fantastic week 1 preseason game. What the Bengals want to see is you do good week 1, week 2, and week 3. You consistently show that you're doing good. Not just a 1-week wonder. They don't care about 1-week wonders. You go out there and have 3 interceptions and you have, let's say, 2 sacks on the defensive line. Yeah, you're going to get talked about. They're going to keep a close eye on you. They're going to start looking at you. But if you have the next 2 weeks to do absolutely nothing, you're going to fall out of limelight. They're not going to care. They say, wow, you had a really good week 1. Situation must have really turned out good and everything worked in your way. But you consistently couldn't do it. You couldn't do it the next 2 weeks. You couldn't do it in our joint practices. Well, yes, you might be a good player. You might not make 53-man roster. Just because of 1 week doesn't mean anything. In this league, you got to be able to do it all 18 weeks plus postseason. And it all starts in the preseason, all starts in training camp. Consistency. Showing that this is not a one-time thing. This is a consistent thing. So, this is a simple Texas route, by the way. This is a Texas route for Chase Brown against Logan Wilson. To Logan Wilson's credit here, Texas route is so freaking difficult to cover for any linebacker. So what he looks like here, it's actually a little bit deeper. Not too deeper. It's a Texas route, but what it looks like with Texas route, and this is why it's so annoying for linebackers, is it looks like they could be going toward the flat. So you kind of have to go with them to think it's a flat because you're man-to-man coverage. And then they cut back across the middle. It's a Texas route. And that's easily a touchdown. So, and again, Chase Brown has been looking so amazing this training camp so far. As I've said a million times, I think he's going to be one of the best running backs this year. Defensive line has won the last 2 days. Lou gives rare reviews to safety Von Bell and Gino Stone. Their instincts on the field, anticipating things before they happen and communicating that to the rest of the group. You can't put a price on that. I've said that many times especially about Von Bell. Gino Stone, it's great to see he is also kind of going in that ballpark range. But yeah, leadership, you can never put a price on. Helping out a young secondary to be on the same page and play at a high level, you can never put a price on that. At the end of the day, you can never do that. Holding is more of a science than most of us realize. That is actually so true. Watch the Seahawks game from way back in the day when Tony Romo goes ahead and fumbles the snap and they lose the game because an extra point. For instance, Money Mac wants to nose the football to point slightly toward the holder. Well, that can vary based on wind conditions. This kick would be good on a regulation goalpost. Yeah, so they're trying out with smaller goalposts so that it's more precise you're kicking. But yeah, he missed it. He would have made it normally. Normally, this goalpost goes like this. It would be like here. He would have made it in the right-hand corner. But still, very nice. Overall-wise, shout out to Dan Hoard. Great overall performance for everybody. But guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one.